this journey of becoming Verlyn, I do have to remind myself to be kind to me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Verlyn. I do a variety of videos, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that is very near and close to my heart. I have decided that I am going to be going on a self-discovery journey. As most of you guys know, I am a mom, a wife, and a nurse. But lately, I've been feeling like I need to find fulfillment outside of those roles that I already embrace. I became a mom at such of a young age. I was pregnant by 16 and I was married by 25. So I don't think I really know myself outside of the roles of being a mom and a wife. So I've decided that I want to take the next few weeks or months to dedicate time to myself, where I can allow space, where I can rediscover, or I would say discover, honestly, who I am as an individual, and kind of build a sense of happiness that's authentic to just me and me as a person. I have decided to call this journey Becoming Verlyn. And I really want to take you guys along with me as I figure out who Verlyn is. What is Verlyn like? What she doesn't like? What makes her happy? What brings her peace? What brings her joy? What makes Verlyn Verlyn? Because honestly, when I sit and I think about it, I don't know what makes me Verlyn outside of being a mom to my kids, being a wife, and being a nurse. And granted, those are great things. But as an individual, I struggle to figure out who I am outside of that. So I'm starting this journey called Becoming Verlyn, where you guys are going to see me flourish and become who I truly am. On this journey, there's a few things that I want to do. The first thing is prioritizing me time. I want to ensure that I am setting aside time for myself to do things by myself in my own space. On a day-to-day basis, I don't normally have time for me time outside of the shower. So I want to make sure that I am scheduling me time, whether it is daily or weekly, where I am just with myself, learning myself, doing things by myself. The next thing I want to do is explore my interests. I want to find hobbies, and I wouldn't even say new hobbies because I don't have hobbies, right? So I want to find hobbies and activities that I can do that I can say, yes, this interests me, or no, it doesn't interest me, but just be able to like really get out there and do things that are not my norm, not just taking care of home, not just going to work, actually do things that I want to do or try things that I've never done before. I would also like to start journaling. I want to start writing down my feelings, my emotions, and my thoughts on a daily basis. Whether it is before I get started with my day or at the end of my day, I want to be able to just write down how I feel. I've never really journaled as an adult. I remember I used to have like a diary when I was a kid, and I had this diary, I would say, for like the beginning of high school or like the end of middle school going into high school up until I got pregnant at 16. And I remember my mom like finding my diary and reading everything I wrote in there and kind of using it against me when she read like my thoughts and my feelings. And as most, because I won't say all, but as most teen moms pregnant at 16, you don't really know what to expect, and it's a scary place to be, and you have all these feelings and emotions and doubts. And I really wrote a lot of that down in my diary, and it kind of came back in a negative way. And so after that, I was like, I'm never gonna have a diary again. I'm not writing down anything. I'm just gonna keep it inside. But on this journey, I want to really start journaling and writing down my thoughts instead of just holding it in inside. I want to start reading as well. I wouldn't even say as much because I don't really read at all outside of my schoolwork. As you guys know, I am back in school, so I do read, my textbook and my schoolwork. But to say like reading for just enjoyment, I don't do that. However, I do want to get into reading and just finding a book that interests me and reading it on a daily, less scrolling, more reading. So I want to start reading. I also want to start taking therapy seriously. Now, I do go to therapy already. I go to therapy from time to time. I could be a little bit more consistent with it. But I tend to go to therapy when things are going crazy in my life. And so when things have hit the fan, I tend to go to therapy because now I need help. But I feel like I need to go to therapy now just to have someone to talk to without any judgment while I'm on this journey. Just to have someone to talk to on a weekly basis where I can just let it all out, put my walls down, say how I felt for the week, and have someone really guide me as I continue to find myself. So although I do go to therapy, and I recommend therapy for anybody who's struggling mentally, emotionally, try therapy. I myself need to take therapy a little bit more seriously and make going to therapy part of like my daily thing, weekly thing. I am saying I need to go to therapy more. So on this journey, as I am trying to discover who Verlyn is, I want to take therapy more seriously. Lastly on my list, I want to start setting personal goals. And these goals are beyond like family things or career things. Just personal goals for myself. I want to start thinking about what are the things that I want to achieve while I'm on this journey. And once I feel like I figure out who I am, what are the things that I want to continue to achieve beyond this point? Whether it's fitness, education, creativity, travel, just small goals for myself that I can set and I can work my way towards getting there. On this journey of becoming Verlyn, I do have to remind myself to be kind to me. I know at times I'm gonna feel lost, and I have to remind myself that it is okay to feel that way. I have to remind myself that self-discovery, it's a gradual journey. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna happen next week. And I may come across good things. I may come across bad things about myself that I do and do not like, but it's all part of the journey. I also have to remind myself to celebrate my little victories. When I do get over a hurdle, I need to remember that it's a win. It's a win, and feel good about it and celebrate it. Celebrate myself. I have to just remind myself to be patient with me as I uncover all these different layers of myself so that I can learn and become the best version or better version of me, or just a version of me that I am actually happy and content with. So as I said in the beginning, as I embraced on this journey of figuring out who I am, discovering who Verlyn is, becoming Verlyn, I am going to be taking you guys along with me. I'll be sharing with you guys, different things that I'm doing by myself. I'm also going to use this opportunity to explore Houston, because I've been living here for 7 years and it's a lot of things in Houston that I don't know about. There's a lot of places I don't know about. And I've always been so afraid and so scared to kind of go out there by myself and just do things by myself. I always feel like I need somebody to go with me, or I need my husband to come, or I can't go by myself. So on this journey, I'm going to be exploring Houston and just doing things on my own, in my own space, enjoying me. So come along with me as I discover who Verlyn is. And the first thing I want to do on this journey is go to the bookstore. So I am actually ready to head out to the bookstore, and I'm going to take you guys along with me as I find a book that I'm going to start reading on a day-to-day basis. So don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and of course like my video for more content. I will check in with you guys once I get to the bookstore. So we made it to Barnes and Noble Booksellers. I made it inside, you guys. I've been in here before, but I've never really been in here for me. I've came with Naira for her to look at books. I've came with Ava for her to look at books. I've came with Kirk so he could look at books. But I've never really came in here to look for books for myself. So I'm gonna take a walk around and see what interests me, and then I will pick out a book. So over here we have some fiction books. I don't know if I want to do like fiction books per se. I kind of want to do like romance and like drama, and like not drama because I'm trying to find myself, but something that have a little bit of like suspense, like you want to read it, like oh my goodness, I can't put this book down kind of thing, because I need to see what gonna happen next. So something that have the good stuff, because I have books at home that are like inspirational and like stuff like that, but I want something that I'm actually going to want to read, if that makes sense. Okay. And these are all...
They're kind of shibari.
Okay.
You kind of, yeah.
So this would be my area where... for what I'm looking for.
Yes. These have been popular.
Okay.
But it's a lot of trigger warnings.
Red hot romance, so they're spicy. There we go.
These are two. There's a third one that's about to come out. But it's kind of a serial killer romance.
Okay.
It's funny. So funny. You'll never think of orzo pasta the same way again. It's different, and you're like, what?
There we go.
But it's super popular.
So as you guys saw, she gave me some great recommendations. So this whole area, and on the other side, has the romance books that I'm looking for. So let me take a look and see if there's anything that I like. What is this one about? Kill Switch. What's that about? Oh, this one is a big one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with one of the Maya Banks book because I know I have one of her books at home already. I liked it so far. I don't know why I stopped reading it. I don't know, probably I got busy, but I'm gonna go with one of these. So let me see. So I just got back in the car from Barnes and Nobles. I had a good time. It was a good experience. The staff was very helpful with helping me find something that was for my interests. I wanted to show you guys what book I got. I got the Maya Banks Keep Me Safe book. If you have read this, please let me know if you liked it. I will also be giving you guys an update about the book and if it's worth giving a try. I also decided to join their rewards program since I plan on, reading a lot more on this journey. Thank you for sticking along with me on this video. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and of course like my video for more content. And I wanted to also say that I will still be doing nursing content for anybody who was following me for nursing content. I'm just gonna have a separate playlist called Becoming Verlyn to share my self-discovery journey. Again, don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.